Welcome back to Selenium Chapter 3. Today I'll be discussing 2 points. One is how to do verification in the login page. Second one is if there are common test steps, how do we convert that into a common methods? We are going to see that on this video. Just 2 topics. Okay. For that, either you can use the project that we have used in the earlier project, or we can start a brand new project. I have started here a brand new project called as project 3, and I created a unit test. You know how to add that one already. If you have seen my video 1 and 2, you will be able to now to start that. You can come over here, start unit test. That's what I added here. And I renamed it as 001 login verification. So I'm going to do a login verification. For that, we are going to use the same website that we use for chapter 1 and chapter 2. Okay, so this is the website I'm using, and I'm going to open Catalan Studio. I'm going to do same type method that I did it earlier, nothing but going to do click onto the record. So once you click onto the record, okay, I'm going to hover over my mouse on login. I'm not going to click or do anything. I'm going to Catalan recorder. You have a lot of options here. There I'm going to do assert text. Click onto this. So what you have seen right now, when you click onto that, it has recorded certain steps. Okay, I'm going to do admin. Password. Login. Now it's logged in. Now after logging into this web page, I'm going to verify this title called job survey is available or not. Okay. Right click and again go to the Catalan recorder, assert text. Okay. Stop it. Okay, there are some unwanted test steps. It has been recorded because while I was clicking, there was an ad came. So that's why another browser opened up here when I clicked onto the right. So if you look at here, you see we need this assert. I'm going to use this time let's use CSS selector instead of, so I'm going to opt this one. Username and password, let it be like that, and submit also same way. And we don't want this step, so I'm going to select that and delete that command. I'm going to select it and delete that command. I'm going to use this and delete that command. Here I'm going to use not the XPath but the CSS selector. Okay, next step is, as you know, export it. Come down. I'm going to use this and paste it here. Do you think it will work? It won't work because we haven't defined what is this driver, because driver is not defined and Selenium is not referenced. Okay, it's very quick. We'll be able to do the difference in Visual Studio, unlike Eclipse Java. We can go here, manage a NuGet package, come over here. Nothing is installed here, only MS test adapter. That's from the Visual Studio. Selenium is a third party, so we have to call it. We have to browse from here and Selenium. So what I'm going to do here, Selenium WebDriver, select it, install. How long it will take? Very quick. It's only 4-5 seconds. And support. Install. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 5 seconds to install that. And 3, Chrome driver. Install it. That's all you need. Framework is, the WebDriver is already referenced. You can see the driver support and Chrome driver as well. Everything is. So now we have to have some using open. See, I'm going to do that here. I'm going to paste it. So these are the references. These are the libraries for Selenium and Chrome that we require. Here, driver is not defined, so I web driver. When you click IW, you have a web driver here. When you type driver, should be a small letter, equals new. What do you need? Chrome driver. We're going to launch in the Chrome driver, right? So Chrome driver, so it's right now error free. Okay, so we can put this, you can change this name actually, the class name. You should get rid of the number, the class. For test method, I'll brief out and mention it as TM. Okay, so navigate to this, and you have to maximize the, after this you need to write maximize. Okay, so this is maximize. Then I'm going to, this is for assertion. Assertion is nothing but verify whether the login is present or not. We can type check if login label present. Okay. How about this? Same. Check if we are able to log in. There you go. So we may not require this click, because if you do clear, that should be fine. Password clear, that should be fine. I'm going to run this test case. You can see that it started running. Launch the web browser, Chrome browser, and logged in and verified. Okay, we don't have a kit here, so I will incorporate that kit after this. How do you do that? We already know, driver.kit. Okay, I'm pretty sure it will work. We're going to run it after a few more things. You can see that if I'm going to write a few more other test cases below, this part, navigation part and maximize, is going to repeat, and this part, logging in part, is also repeat. So what I'm going to do is, whatever test steps that's being repeated, we're going to convert that into a common file. So inside the common file, we will be having a class, and inside that class we will be having a test method, or call test function, which can be called from individual test cases from any projects. So for that, what I should do right now, come over here, go here, add class. So now I'm going to add class here. I'll put the class name as common, because that class we are going to common one, that class we are going to access from individual test cases as a common. So you got to create another file here. Here I can put the class name as different from the project, from the file name. File name is common one.cs. CS stands for .C#. Here I'll put test base 1. Okay, save it. Here also I need to use the Selenium part. Copy this using the library that should be used here. Paste it over here. So next, I'm going to write these steps here. So what I should do here, public void public void, I'll write the name of the file as name of the method as navigate to website. Okay, so we have a class. That class is called test base class. Okay, then we have a method called navigate to website. Okay, so name of the method is navigate to website. I'm going to use this. I'm going to cut from here and copy it down here. Right now you can see there will be an error. Error is indicated here. You see here there's a red, which shows that driver is not understandable. Which is that driver? That driver is right over here. That is in one file that's not available into this common file, which means I need to pass this driver into the common file. So I will define here I web element, a web driver. So it will go. So the error vanished. The red indicates the error. If red goes away, red line goes away, there is no error. Compilation error won't happen. Now I need to call this commonly used method, nothing but navigate to website from here. For that, I need to create an object. Actually, without your knowledge, you are learning object-oriented language. And for an automation person, what we are doing is more than sufficient to learn. And for the interview purpose, definitely we can go and in depth. Okay, so right now I'm going to type just test base 1. It's available there already because I already defined. I'll type object for test base 1 equal to test base 1. Okay, it shows an error because you need to put a new in front of it. You can see the potential fixes here. So, okay, you don't see anything, but basically you type new base 1. Okay, so we have created an instance for object. Created an object, you can say. Now you have to call. You have to call this method from using this object. You just type object. You can see in the drop down. Object 1 dot base is there. Dot. You can see this equals get hash code, get type, toString. They are all inbuilt methods provided by default by Visual Studio, Microsoft. This one is navigate to website is a method that we have created. Okay. Now you can see here void this function. This method is a void method, means it doesn't return anything. It just pass something. You are passing here the web driver. So these are the parameters. You see the bracket open and close. It's just passing parameter. It doesn't return anything. So I define it as driver. I'll pass it as a driver. So from driver, I create here a driver. See, look at this simple call. Now, if you want to go to that file, either you can go here, or the best method is click F12. If you have multiple files, then the best thing is click F12, mouse hover over that method, F12 will go right here. So this driver is passed here. Okay, now you can see these test steps are also going to be very common. So I'm going to do the similar thing. I'm going to do one thing next time onwards. If you just create one, just copy this, paste it here, remove it here, remove this, Then rename this method as login. Simple. So I'm going to take this code, cut it, and paste it here. Here also you have to pass a driver. Okay. So every time you're passing the driver. So what I should do from here, go to object, base1, dot. Now you can see login right there, and click on driver. Okay, so I'm going to run this test case to check whether it is working or not. Okay, it works now. I'm going to show you how to do a debugging. I'm going to put a breakpoint here. So how to put breakpoint is basically click or use your mouse to click on your left. Then come here, click onto the debug test. Okay, now it's hit on the breakpoint. I'm going to press F11. F11 is a method to go inside the function. So it went to the other file where we wrote how to navigate to the URL, and it'll execute driver manager plus again F10. Next you press F10. It's going to verify this login button. Login label is present here or not. This login, and press here. You can see here this is returned the login. So driver.findElement by CSS selector h1 dot text is returned login. That login is equal to this login. So assert r equal same, which is verified. If it is a different one, if there is login button is not found, then definitely this will not this will give you return login, but login won't be equal to this, so test case will fail. So that's the meaning of assert dot r equal. We'll explain about that in detail later stage. Now you went there again. Okay, quit the browser. It's done there. Okay, so test case is passed. You can see that.
Thank you for watching our video. We hope you guys liked it. Subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below.